Hello again. We're back here at our apiary again today. We're just going through doing our general inspection this week. It's August 8th today. Looking through, just doing regular inspections. What we found is we have two hives here. One we split down earlier in the year, put a queen cell in, and eventually the queen cell failed. We put a frame of eggs in, and it raised its new queen off of those eggs, and now we have a laying queen in there, but we have a lot of very old bees and no cap brood whatsoever. So it's getting pretty late in the year to have a hive like that. Given enough time, they'd be fine, but we don't think they're going to have enough time to build up strong enough for the winter and raise all the winter bees they need. So I don't think they're going to survive the winter having nothing done to them. We have a second hive here where the queen was she was poor all year long. Wasn't laying right, wasn't laying at all some portions of the year. Just a bad queen all around. Right now they have two frames with brood on them.
She was a swarm queen.
Yeah, she was a swarm queen that we pulled in. But she was just poor all year. So what we're planning to do is pull the two frames of brood from here, plus as many frames of honey as we need, and combine those frames into the hive that has the queen that we have a little bit more faith in. And just try to take, instead of two colonies that'll certainly die, we'll have one colony that has a mediocre chance of making it through the winter. So we'll show you that process and see how it goes. Alright, so what we're going to do here is first go into the hive that has the queen we don't want. We're going to find and terminate that queen. That way these bees have a little bit of time to realize that they're queenless, so they'll hopefully accept the next queen a little better. So we're going to go find her first of all, and then we're going to give these guys some time. We're going to just let them sit till we're done doing the rest of our stuff today, and then we'll come back and do this as the last thing in this yard before we leave. I'll go through and find her now. There she is. Got a red dot on her, swarm queen. Pinch her off. Now we'll just leave this hive set for a half hour, an hour, whatever it turns out to be, and we'll come back and keep working. Alright, so now it's been a half hour or so we're going to go into the next hive. We're going to pull out all of the frames they're not using. I think we counted up like 6 empties in there. We're going to pull all those out, and we're going to move the frames over. So first off, let's go find the empty frames. Looking down across here, we see bees on 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. And there's about 6 that have nothing on. So we're going to take those empty ones away. Ta-da! So now we have this set up. We're going to get the brood frames out of there and move them right in. We're not sure of how smart this is to just do a direct introduction here of the queenless bees into that hive, but it's late in the year and need to do something about it. It's about the best thing we can do. So.
Is there any fighting going on top of the frames here? Or are they just getting to know each other?
Should be right in here.
I'm thinking
I don't see anything going on. You'd expect them to be a little bit confused, but once they smell the queen, there's a little bit of abnormal activity here.
It's just saying hi.
Alright, so thanks for joining us. First time we're doing this really, but we're just trying to hedge our bets and give ourselves a good chance of having one colony in the spring instead of a low chance of having 2. So we're just trying to hedge our bets a little bit. The remainder of the cleanup is going to be putting these the remainder of the honey frames out to be robbed out. There's not much remaining. In fact, it looks like some of them are already robbing. Like we might have just caught this in time. See, I'm starting to chew out here. So, I think we're doing the right thing, that this hive was about to be killed anyway. So we'll set these out to rob out, we'll shake all the bees, remove the box. For the rest of the stragglers, we'll find a home somewhere or find a bird's stomach, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll probably give you an update at some point on how it actually works out. It's kind of mass confusion here now that we moved that hive body away. Not a ton of bees, but it's a lot of confused bees anyway. Most likely what will happen, I mean, we got enough hives around here that they'll be able to beg their way into another hive and put themselves to some good use somewhere. But for right now, they're just very confused. Okay, so we're back here 2 weeks later. We're just going to go through this combine that we did and see if it works, see if they killed the other queen, just see how they're doing. We'll go through that together and give you an update. Alright, so we have it popped open here already. The first thing that I notice as soon as we crack the lid is that they do not sound queenless. They're very calm, they don't have that queenless roar to them. So I'm expecting we're going to see evidence of a queen in here. So we'll see what we find. First frame we pulled out was all honey stores yet. We'll go through and see what we find. I see eggs on this frame.
Well, then, good deal.
That's all we need to know. I see supersedure cells too.
Look at that.
A lot of them.
Interesting. Do we want to cull them?
Fully capped too.
Or just let them do their thing?
We'll think about that and bring you back in when we have a reason for a choice. Okay, so we thought about it a little bit here, and our best guess as to what happened is the bees that were in this hive that we moved over had wanted to supersede their queen for a long time. There wasn't enough eggs, or something was just preventing them from superseding. Then they got in this hive and, oh, there's eggs now, and flashed out queen cells. Because we saw eggs already, we're pretty confident there's a queen in here. So we're going to verify that. We're going to find the queen, and when we find her, we're going to go back through the hive and we're going to kill all those queen cells. We're going to call them all out. It's just simply too late in the year. It's mid-August, late August even. We're already seeing drone evictions on our bigger hives, so that new queen will not get mated properly. So really they have to go with the one they have, period. So we're going to go through and find that queen now, and we'll move from there. Okay, so we found the queen here. This is one that we made off of a frame of eggs about a month and a half ago maybe. So she's definitely in here. She's laying. We saw evidence of laying.
And a really nice brood pattern.
Really nice brood pattern. This frame is one that they're backfilling now, but in the middle it's a nice brood pattern. And the queen cells are actually only on half of the hive, so we're pretty confident that we're right with our guess there. Now we're going to go back through and call out all of the queen cells, and we'll show you that. Alright, so we went through the hive, we found the queen, and we checked every frame thoroughly for queen cells, and it's just this little patch in the entire hive that has queen cells. So, given our best guess as to what's happening, there they go. And now we'll put it back in, and this hive should be good for the winter. Okay, so that's all we're going to show you for this hive. We're pretty sure it's good for the winter now. And during our inspection today, just looking at it, it's much stronger. There's more bees, there's more honey. This is now a hive that has as good a chance of making it through the winter as any of the ones we have, as opposed to having two that were just unlikely to make it through the winter. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.